Good afternoon. This is All India Radio and I am Valsa Williams with the Midday News. The headlines. Supreme Court forms two-member committee to review 1984 anti-Sikh riot cases. Supreme Court to hear a plea challenging Lok Sabha Speaker's decision to certify a bill to amend Aadhaar law as a money bill. Apex Court agrees to hear an appeal challenging 2005 Delhi High Court order quashing charges against Hinduja brothers in Bofors payoff case. Noted economist Rajiv Kumar takes over as Vice Chairman of Niti Aayog. Haryana Police issues lookout notice against jailed Dera Sacha Sauda chief's adopted daughter Honeypreet. US government holds back previously promised military aid of $255 million to Pakistan by attaching new conditions. The Supreme Court has set up a panel of two ex-judges to look into 199 cases of 1984 anti-Sikh riots, in which closure report was filed by the SIT. The panel of Justices J.M. Panchal and K.S. Radhakrishnan will start functioning from the 5th of September. The Apex Court has asked them to file a report within 3 months. The Supreme Court today said it would hear Congress leader Jairam Ramesh's plea challenging the Lok Sabha Speaker's decision to certify a bill to amend the Aadhaar law as a money bill in the first week of November. The matter was mentioned before a bench headed by Chief Justice Deepak Mishra by senior advocate Kapil Sibal, who was representing Ramesh and was seeking an early hearing on the plea. When the bench, also comprising Justices A.M. Khanvilkar and D.Y. Chandrachud, said the matter would be heard in the first week of November, Sibal requested for an earlier date as it had nothing to do with the batch of petitions pending in the main Aadhaar matter. However, the bench said the plea would be heard in November. The Apex Court had on August the 30th said it would hear a batch of petitions challenging the government's move to make Aadhaar mandatory for availing benefits of various social welfare schemes in the first week of November. The bill was discussed and passed by the Lok Sabha on the 11th of March last year. It was taken up in the Rajya Sabha on March the 16th, where several amendments were made to it. The bill was returned the same evening to the Lok Sabha, which rejected all the amendments adopted by the upper house and passed it without any of these changes. The Supreme Court today agreed to hear an appeal challenging a 2005 Delhi High Court order quashing charges against Europe-based industrialists, the Hinduja brothers, in the Bofors payoff scam. A bench comprising Chief Justice Deepak Mishra and Justices A.M. Khanvilkar and D.Y. Chandrachud said hearing will begin in the week commencing from the 30th of October this year. The order came on an interim application filed by BJP leader Ajay Kumar Agarwal, which was admitted by the Apex Court on the 18th of October 2005. The plea sought early hearing and adjudication of the appeal filed against the Delhi High Court order in the 64 crore rupee Bofors payoff case. The CBI, which investigated the case, had not filed an appeal in the top court against the quashing of charges against certain accused within the stipulated 90-day period. The 1,437 crore rupee deal between India and Swedish arms manufacturer AB Bofors for the supply of 400 155 mm howitzer guns for the Indian Army was sealed on the 24th of March 1986. The Swedish radio had on April the 16th, 1987, claimed that the company had paid bribes to top Indian politicians and defense personnel. The Supreme Court today asked the CBI to respond to the affidavit filed by former Union Minister P. Chidambaram's son, Karti Chidambaram, on his questioning in an alleged graft case. During the hearing, CBI asserted in the Apex Court that there was good cogent reason for the lookout circulars against Karti Chidambaram. A bench headed by Chief Justice Deepak Mishra took on record the documents placed by CBI in a sealed cover in connection with the case. While placing the documents, CBI said Karti's case is not simple but involves jugglery of accounts and property abroad. Karti had appeared before investigators for questioning on the 23rd and 28th of August in the case. The Apex Court had posted the matter for hearing on the 11th of September. The agency is examining him in connection with a Foreign Investment Promotion Board clearance given to media group INX Media for receiving funds from Mauritius when his father, P. Chidambaram, was the Union Finance Minister. The Supreme Court today agreed to hear on Monday a plea challenging the decision to deport illegal Rohingya Muslim immigrants back to Myanmar on various grounds, including that it violated international human rights conventions. A bench of the Apex Court considered the submissions of lawyer Prashant Bhushan that the plea required urgent hearing in view of the decision of the government to send Rohingyas back to their native land. Ahead of the likely cabinet reshuffle, Union Minister for Skill Development and Entrepreneurship Rajiv Pratap Rudy and Minister of State for Water Resources Sanjeev Balyan resigned yesterday. Minister of State for Human Resources Dr. Mahendranath Pandey, who was made President of UP State BJP yesterday, has also resigned. Sources said more ministers may resign as Prime Minister Narendra Modi is preparing to induct new faces into his Council of Ministers. The exercise is expected before Mr. Modi leaves for China on Sunday to attend the BRICS summit. The sources added that Mr. Rudy is likely to be given an organizational assignment in the party. Speaking to media today, Mr. Rudy said it is the decision of the party and he will follow it. Mr. Balyan said he is happy to comply with his party's order. The death toll in the South Mumbai building collapse incident has risen to 33, including 9 women. Rescue and relief operations have been halted and the NDRF teams have left the accident site. The debris is being removed to clear the road. The 5-storied building that collapsed in densely populated Pakmoria Street near JJ Road yesterday is reported to be more than 100 years old. The injured were admitted to nearby JJ Hospital. According to officials, 5 fire brigade personnel and an NDRF Jawan also sustained injuries during the rescue operations. They were also shifted to the JJ Hospital. Maharashtra Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis visited the spot and announced an ex gratia of 5 lakh rupees each for the next of kin of the deceased. He also said that the entire medical expenses of those injured will be borne by the state government. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts. Niti Aayog Vice Chairman Dr. Rajiv Kumar today said that GDP growth will be good during July to September. In his first interaction after assuming office today, Dr. Kumar said demonetization is not a reason for drop in GDP growth. Saying private investment is a must for faster economic growth, he said efforts should be made to generate employment for our youth. He said employment generation will be good in sectors like textile and Niti Aayog will focus on more job creations.
We have to generate jobs which meet the aspirations of our young people. And these aspirations are exploding at the moment. Nobody is willing to take any other job. And here the demand side is going to be critical. We keep focusing on supply side very often.
He said that the think tank is creating a platform where all stakeholders can come together and give suggestions on growth and development. Dr. Kumar has said that policies should focus on the country's development and people should give ideas for better governance. Dr. Kumar said transformational ideas are the need of the hour to boost the economy. The new vice chairman said there is a need to modernize agricultural sector to increase productivity and income of farmers. Lok Sabha Speaker Sumitra Mahajan and Minister of State for Parliamentary Affairs Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi inaugurated an exhibition Naya Bharat Hum Karke Rahenge in New Delhi today. Speaking on the occasion, Ms. Mahajan said the last 5 years of the freedom movement were crucial and now the coming 5 years are important for India's progress. The speaker said everyone has to take a pledge to make the country terror-free, dirt-free, caste-free, poverty-free and corruption-free. She said this program is not just an exhibition, it is like a sankalp.
ये सोच रहे हैं कि आज हमारे भारत छोड़ो आंदोलन का 75वां साल है। आने वाले 5 साल बाद जब हम भारत की स्वतंत्रता की 75वीं मनाएंगे, उस समय इस 5 साल में हम संकल्प लेते हैं कि हम भारत को कैसे ताकतवर बनाएंगे।
In his address, Mr. Naqvi said the main objective of organizing the event is to make the youth aware. He said it is very important to inform children about how the country got its independence. The Ministry of Parliamentary Affairs has organized the event in coordination with DAVP. It is being organized at 39 places across the country to commemorate 75 years of Quit India movement and forthcoming 75 years of independence in 2022. BJP National President Amit Shah has reached Mathura to take part in a 3-day meeting of the RSS, which kicked off today. More from our correspondent.
Senior functionaries of about 40 sister organizations of Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh, including BJP, are in Keshav Dham of Vrindavan to attend the 3-day brainstorming session. BJP President Amit Shah and Party General Secretary in charge of organization Ram Lal are also present in the meeting, which started today around 10 a.m. From the RSS, its top brass including Sarsang Chalak Mohan Bhagwat are present in this crucial coordination council meet, in which many issues of national importance like GST, demonetization, political killings in Kerala and internal security are likely to be discussed. Sushil Chandra Tiwari, AIR News, Lucknow.
The Haryana police today issued a lookout notice against the jailed Dera Sacha Sauda chief's adopted daughter Hanipreet and key Dera functionary Aditya. Panchkula Police Commissioner A.S. Chawla said they are looking into allegations of a conspiracy to free Dera Sacha Sauda chief Gurmeet Ram Rahim Singh after he was convicted in 2 rape cases on August the 25th. While Aditya has earlier been charged with sedition, the charges against Hanipreet are not immediately known. Airports, bus stands and railway stations across the country have been alerted. The conviction of the Dera head in a 2002 rape case had triggered arson and violence in Haryana that claimed 38 lives and injured over 250 people on August the 25th. While 32 people have died in the violence in Panchkula, 6 people died at Sirsa, where the sect headquarters is located. In Bihar, the Income Tax Department has issued notice to Lalu Yadav's RJD to explain the source of money spent on organizing a rally in Patna on August the 27th. The department has asked the RJD to furnish details of money spent on the rally. External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj today met Sri Lankan President Maithripala Sirisena in Colombo and discussed bilateral issues. Foreign Secretary Dr. S. Jaishankar along with a delegation of other senior officials were present in the meeting. The minister, on a 2-day official visit to Sri Lanka to participate in the 2nd Indian Ocean Conference IOC 2017, also met her Sri Lankan counterpart Tilak Marapana before leaving for home. More from our correspondent.
Indian Ocean nations share centuries-old cultural and civilizational ties, and the conference is aimed at forging a common identity for the region. External Affairs Minister said that India will use its capabilities for mutual benefits of its maritime neighbors and island states. She called to develop a security architecture to face challenges of piracy, smuggling, terrorism and human trafficking, etc. Foreign Secretary S. Jaishankar in his address today underlined that India is guided by security and development requirements of its neighbors rather than a narrow vision of reciprocity. Acting U.S. Assistant Secretary of State Alice Wells in her speech called for a robust regional framework for cooperation in the region. Santosh Kumar for AIR News from Colombo.
The U.S. administration has held back previously promised military aid of $255 million to Pakistan by attaching new conditions. The State Department said in a statement that the department notified Congress on Wednesday of its intent to obligate $255 million in financial year 2016 foreign military financing for Pakistan. At the stock markets, after a moderately positive opening, the Sensex at the Bombay Stock Exchange gained some more ground and had climbed 148 points or 0.5% to 31,878 a short while ago. The Nifty at the National Stock Exchange had advanced 44 points to 9,962. But at the Forex market, the rupee had appreciated 5 paise to 63 rupees 95 paise against the dollar in afternoon deals. And now, before we close, the headlines once again. Supreme Court forms 2-member committee to review 1984 anti-Sikh riot cases. Supreme Court to hear a plea challenging Lok Sabha Speaker's decision to certify a bill to amend Aadhaar law as a money bill. Apex Court agrees to hear an appeal challenging 2005 Delhi High Court order quashing charges against Hinduja brothers in Bofors payoff case. Noted economist Rajiv Kumar takes over as Vice Chairman of Niti Aayog. Haryana police issues lookout notice against jail Dera Sacha Sauda chief's adopted daughter Honeypreet. And US government holds back previously promised military aid of $255 million to Pakistan by attaching new conditions. And with that we end the midday news.